All right, I know you've Googled this. Is piano hard to learn? Maybe it was at like 1 a.m. and you saw some random kid on TikTok playing Chopin with their eyes closed, and you sat there thinking, could that ever be me? Or maybe it wasn't even about you. Maybe your kid came home and said, I want to learn piano, and now you're the one who has to figure out if this is a real thing or a $60 keyboard that's going to sit in the corner by March. Either way, I've got an answer for you, and it's probably not the answer you're expecting. Piano isn't hard. What's hard is sitting down every day with zero clue whether what you just played was right or just completely wrong. That's the thing that breaks people. I know because I went down one heck of a rabbit hole for this video. I tested a couple apps myself. I actually talked to actual piano teachers, read through way too many Reddit threads of people explaining exactly why they quit after month 2. And I want to talk you through just all of it. The way I wish someone had sat me down and explained before I ever touched a piano myself.
A quick heads up, I have put affiliate links in the description for everything we're covering. If you use them, I do earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel.
So you watch someone who's actually good, and both their hands are doing completely different stuff, their foot's working the pedal, they're not even looking down at the keys. You watch that for 10 seconds and your brain just goes, yeah, no, that's not gonna be me. There's nothing happening. But nobody starts there, okay? Nobody's first week, first month, first year even looks anything like that. What's going on in month 1 is that piano throws 3 things at you at the exact same time. You're learning to read notes on a page, you're trying to get 2 hands to do different jobs without one of them copying the other, and you're training your own ear to catch when something sounds off. Compare that to, like, guitar. You're learning 4 chords and you're strumming along to songs you already know within like a week. Piano just doesn't let you cheat like that early on. It stacks a bunch of separate skills before any of it starts feeling good. That's the actual difficulty. The stacking is the problem. It's nothing to do with talent or age. Once you see it that way, the early frustration starts to make more sense. You're just in that window where 3 brand new skills have not melded into one motion quite yet. Now, I asked a few teachers what decides whether someone sticks with piano long term, and not one of them said talent. Not one said hours practice. What they all landed on was this: does the student know what they're supposed to be practicing that day? Because you sit down, nobody's ever explained to you what a quarter note is or where middle C sits on the keys. You either freeze up completely or you just noodle around for 10 minutes pressing random keys and tell yourself that counts as practice, right? You play something, it kind of sounds right, maybe sounds off a little, and there's genuinely no one there who's going to tell you which one of those it was. Do that every single day for a month straight, and of course people quit. And here's the problem that makes it worse: bad habits don't just fade away on their own. If you practice a wrong finger placement 50 times, your hands are not gonna just magically forget it, they lock it in. Without someone correcting you, repetition just cements whatever you happen to do the first time, good or bad. And piano punishes that faster than most instruments, because you got 2 hands making mistakes instead of 1. A real teacher is worth it. They'll catch your hand position, they explain things in a way that clicks specifically for how you think, and they can hear stuff that your untrained ear just ain't picking up yet. That side of learning needs a human being in the room. A lesson is going to be half an hour once a week. That leaves roughly 10,000 other minutes where it's just you and the piano completely alone. If you spend all 6 of those days practicing something wrong, your teacher's first 15 minutes next week are spent undoing it instead of teaching you anything new. And the whole cycle just resets. Stretch out across an entire school year, and a big chunk of what you're paying for is correction, not actual progress. I kept seeing the exact same gap mentioned over and over in beginner forums, and people kept pointing to the same fix, so I decided to test it myself for this video. Simply piano. So you prop your phone or tablet up near your piano. If it's acoustic, it'll listen through your microphone. If you got a digital keyboard, you can connect it over MIDI for even tighter accuracy. From there, it teaches you starting from absolute zero, what a quarter note is, where middle C sits, how your hands are supposed to split up the work without stepping on each other. It doesn't assume you've had a single lesson in your life, it literally assumes nothing and just builds from there. And then while you're playing, it listens in real time and tells you instantly if that note was right and if your timing held up. That's the exact gap I just talked about finally closed. Every single practice session gets checked, not just the one where your teacher happens to sit in on once a week. The song library is huge, massive too. It's over like 5,000 songs, and most of them come arranged in multiple difficulty levels. That sounds like a small detail, but it really is not, because it means you're playing a simplified version of a song you recognize within your first couple of weeks. And then, over time, you unlock the fuller version once you've gotten better. It's a real, genuine practice motivation trick. You're not stuck grinding through doing a C note over and over again for 3 months before anything you want to play. It also runs, by the way, on iPhone, iPad, and Android phones and tablets. So you're not locked out just because of whatever device happens to be sitting in your house. Where it doesn't replace a person, though, it can tell you where a note landed correctly. It can't see that your wrist is tense or that your fingering is set up for problems down the road the way a teacher sitting right there next to you would catch immediately. It's built for beginner through about intermediate players. Once you're advanced, you're gonna want a human back in the picture for interpretation and musicality. And a quieter room does help the microphone hear you better, though seriously, a MIDI connection sidesteps that entirely if you're going for digital keyboard. For the actual question that we are answering today, though, the app goes straight to the real reason piano feels hard. No feedback loop between lessons. There's a link in the description for a free trial with the whole course unlocked, so you can test it on your own piano before deciding anything. But the obstacles look a little different. Kids tend to pick up on hand coordination faster. They don't overthink mistakes the way adults do. They just replay the same 8 bars until it clicks. Adults usually read faster and understand theory concepts quicker once someone explains it to them, but they get way more frustrated by early clumsiness. Probably because most adults aren't used to being bad at something in front of themselves. For adults specifically, an app like this solves a completely different problem: scheduling. See, a weekly lesson means locking in that same time slot every single week for months. 10 minutes on your phone before bed doesn't require rearranging anything, and that logistics piece is the real reason a lot of adults quietly drop an instrument, way more than difficulty ever is. For kids, the win looks a little bit different. It's the game-like structure: stars, levels, unlocking the next song. That turns repetition into something they actually want to do, instead of something you're nagging them to do, which matters most in those early weeks before the music itself starts to feel rewarding on its own. Now, weeks 1 through 4, you're mostly just working on hand position, right? You're reading a small handful of notes, playing simple single-handed melodies. It's slow. It's supposed to be slow. This is the stretch where those 3 separate skills I mentioned earlier are still separate. Somewhere around month 2, month 3, that's usually where people either quit or finally break through, because that's when both hands start working together without you having to consciously think about each one. That coordination comes purely from repetition. Nobody on Earth's brain does it instantly. There's no shortcut around putting in the reps. By months 3 to 6, if you're practicing consistently, 20, 30 minutes, a couple of times a week, most beginners are comfortable playing simplified versions of real songs with both hands working together. Past that point, it's less about basic coordination and more like musicality and repertoire. That's where a human teacher's input starts mattering more than it did on day 1. Now, weekly lessons from an actual teacher are not cheap, okay? They'll run $120, $240 a month, depending on where you live. That's $1,500 or more easily per year. Sometimes north of $30 for a single lesson once you do the math. Simply Piano's individual plan runs around $14 a month billed annually, which works out to about $170 for the whole year. 43% saving compared to paying month to month. The family plan, though, is $1,750 or $210 a year, and that covers 5 profiles plus the rest of the Simply suite. You got guitar, singing, drawing, it's all under one subscription. Both plans start with a 7-day free trial, which you can stretch to 14 days if you want at checkout. Now, if you put $170 a year next to $1,500 plus for lessons alone, and you're starting from zero with no teacher lined up, that math is not close. And a lot of people really do just run both. The app will handle the day-to-day repetition and correction, and a teacher handles the finer musicality stuff once the basics are solid. Even combined, it still comes out way cheaper than trying to hire someone for daily supervision. That's not even something you could find anyway. There's a link in the description to grab that free trial, full course access, all 5,000 plus songs unlocked, nothing charged until the trial's over. No, piano is not hard. Sitting there, practicing blind with zero feedback, praying that you're doing it right for an entire week, that's the thing that is going to make people give up. Take that uncertainty out of the equation, whether that's a teacher, an app, or both together, and piano turns into exactly what it should have been from day one. Slow, satisfying, and kind of addictive once your hands finally catch up to what your brain actually already gets. So if you're ready to find out whether this can click for you, I'll leave an affiliate link for Simply Piano down in the description. Free trial, full access to every course, all 5,000 plus songs, and you can stretch it to 14 days at checkout if a week doesn't feel like enough time to decide. It won't cost you anything at all extra, but we do get a small commission off it, which just helps us keep making guides like this one. Also, if you're a brand and you'd like to work with us or sponsor a future video, you can reach out using our email that's also in the description below. If this helped, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something, and I will see you in the next one.